So, I have these two old Rhino chassis from when I started Warhammer originally in 5th edition, and I've not used these in games for over 2 years. So I think it's time to upcycle them. This is going to involve some 3D printed parts and me asking around since I don't have a printer myself, and doing some slight kit bashing to these vehicles to get them into playing condition. Let me show you how. My name is Atte and welcome to Crafthammer Miniatures.
I got the bits I need printed by a local gaming group member. They ended up costing only 20 euros. I didn't want to trust only superglue to hold these parts together, so I pinned them together using piano wire running all the way from one launcher to the other. I gave the old Rhino a soak in the ultrasonic cleaner before I began tearing it apart. The new top hatch would have looked weird just slapped on the top of the old one, so I decided to remove the old hatch. Since I wouldn't need the old hatch anymore, I decided that the fastest and easiest way would be to literally tear it off. I drilled a couple of holes in it and yanked it off with pliers. I took the same approach with the Predator tank. For the Predator, I needed to fit inside doors where the sponsons used to be. I ran my knife around the edges to cut most of them free and used violence and pliers to hit the sponson mount from behind to loosen it. These openings will be covered with some new salvage doors, and all the hatches will be glued shut, so having a few holes inside the tank won't bother me since no one can ever see what's inside. After a few good hits, the old mount could be just pulled off. Sometimes when you're recycling or rescuing a model, you need to be a bit hands-on. Don't be afraid to use some force to remove unwanted bits. You can most of the time cover the marks you made easy enough. The Predator didn't have a gunner on it, so to represent the storm bolter it can have, I built a marine shooting from a hatch from various Chaos and Loyalist marine bits I had. I also needed to build another hunter killer missile, since I had used one for decorations on something before. I found some dreadnought bits that worked well to bulk out the missile so it looks more like it should.
If you so far enjoyed any of my stuff, please like and subscribe. Anything you want to say? Leave a comment. I'll keep posting what I do, and I'll see you in the next video.
Building wise, I probably spent the most time in kit bashing the new gunner and hunter killer missile. I also spent some time in cleaning mold lines and other junk I had left behind when I was 11. Next, I positioned the launchers and it was time to paint the tanks. With some 3D printed parts, I went from 2 old unused tanks to this.